Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Muhammad Afiq bin Aziz. My student ID is 2018292058. Today I will present to you about my final year project 1. My final year project 1 title is a design food retort chamber. My supervisor's name is IR Haji Razali bin Hassan. Next is the table of content of this presentation. The first one is introduction, second one is literature review, third one is problem statement and objective, fourth scope and limitation of the project, fifth the methodology of the project, and sixth the expected result. So this is the summary of the project. So retort is a main processing chamber which is where the food is sterilized, pasteurized or cooked to ensure the safety and quality. This project will be focused on redesigning the current food retort chamber design in terms of the capacity of retorting process at a time. So the current design will be analyzed, and from there we will generate a conceptual design using using a CAD modeling. So the introduction of the project is, as I said earlier, retort is the processing process for packed food to sterilize, pasteurize or cook to ensure the safety and quality of the food. So food preservation methods such as canning are widely used for people's life since the beginning of the 19th century. So despite the development of other food preservation such as high pressure processing, osmic heating and others, canning process remain the most widely used food preservation in the food industry. Furthermore, the purpose of retort processing is to use heat to achieve the commercial sterilization. And retort processing is one of the major food processing techniques to produce a packaged shelf-stable food product. There are several types of sterilization technique as shown in the diagram below. So mostly sterilization technique used is in terms of physical, which is use heat and filtration. So for heat, it mainly used for dry heat and moist heat, where heat is applied to the food package to destroy the bacterial or microorganism to achieve a commercial sterilization. For the literature review of this project, Mostert PS in the Principle of Food Processing and Preservation 2006, Hollandsey in Advanced in Retort Equipment and Control System in 2008 state that there are several available food retort chambers in the world now, which is used. This retort chamber process has their own method of processing food. It is also stated in the journal which is the advantage and disadvantage of the retorting method. So the example of the method used is a steam air, steam spray, cascading water process, full water immersion, half water immersion and dual process. The figure below show is the working principle of a steam air process. For the next literature review is from Ansari IA, Data AK, an overview of sterilization method for Trans 2003. So retort chamber also need a specialized basket to fit the aseptic food packaging. This basket is specialized in what of the food packaging are installed in. Each retort chamber has a different working principle, which is also work differently with a certain food media container. So every food retort chamber works differently in terms of the efficiency and result with a different food media container. So the example is, if the food retort chamber use a superheated steam, it is suitable or works well with a metal container. For a dry hot air retort chamber process, work well with metal and beverage containers. For cascading water retort process are suitable with glass containers. So the problem statement of this project is the current retort chamber has a small or limited volume for one process at a time. And the second one is the limited production output. So the current retort process need more production output at a time. And the third one is the production rate should be increased as demand by the food industry. The objectives of this project is to design the food retort chamber with a bigger volume and increase the load capacity of the process per batch. The second one is to increase the processing time of the retort by increasing the loading time of the food packaging into the retort chamber. Next is the scope and limitation of this project. So this project only involved in CAD modeling with a preliminary conceptual design based on the current retort chamber design. And this design only applicable for food product. And lastly, this retort chamber only sterilize packaging with only one processing method. So the methodology of this project are already shown in the flowchart. So we start with the analyzing of the current or existing design of the retort chamber. Then we generate the conceptual design, and then the design are evaluate and compare with the current design and also with the objective of the project. Then we make a design selection. If the design selection are good, then we proceed to design optimization and finalize the design. If no, we revise the design and redo in design evaluation and comparison. So if the design are selected well, so the design will be optimized and finalized. So in this methodology, computer aided design modeling will be constructed on this project. The design are finalized through a design process method, and design will be evaluated and compared by a previous study. The expected result of the project is the conceptual design are developed from the current design, and the design are chosen using pure chart based on a certain criteria. The expected result, as I stated earlier, is the pure chart. So from the conceptual design developed by the current design, there are three conceptual design, which are design 1, design 2, and design 3. So this design are scored by certain criteria, which are the sterilization volume of the retort chamber, the compatibility of the packaging with packaging with the retort chamber, and the energy saving of the retort chamber when using, and the processing time of the retort chamber for one batch, and the handling system of the retort chamber. It is the adaptability with the current automated system. So this pure chart are put score accordingly, and then the best design are chosen with the best score. So in this picture we can see a design 2 are chosen with the best score, since the design met well with the current criteria to meet the objective of this project. And that is the end of my final year project 1 presentation. Thank you very much. So you can contact me at my email as stated in the slide for Q&A section if you have any. Thank you very much.